Nah, that's not what you know what they said. He know exactly what they said.
I had a full-time job.
He know exactly what they said.
And that was a toxic relationship. So that was crazy.
And y'all ain't even talking. Notice how he just talking, y'all.
We know.
Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla. You must be put on mute again.
Hottie funny as fuck, dog.
What else he said about me so I can know what to do?
Hottie, that's how I be when that nigga used to talk, I swear to God.
Yeah.
I like the phone service gave out on this.
Oh, I'm hollering down the ass. I'm saying that.
Nah, I was trying to get my dog his medicine. What else he say about me?
You just trying to get what?
That was it for you. I was giving my dog his medicine.
Oh, okay.
I'm an old man now.
He's an old man.
Oh my gosh.
Remember they were asking me like, how old is Lily? I was like, I don't know how old.
See, there was an opportunity for him to provide some sympathy for the dog. This nigga turned the situation about him and goddamn Lily.
And Lily, Mike, nobody asked about Lily. Nobody asked about Lily.
Oh man.
Ozzy will be 5 this year, but he's temporarily paralyzed because he has an inflamed disc in his back.
Oh.
Fake ass.
He'll be alright.
That bitch didn't give two fucks.
I can afford his medicine so he can get better. He'll be alright.
That nigga said all 2 times and kept the conversation going.
Like humans do. Until my auntie was telling me about her dog. My auntie dog had congestive heart failure and it was sugar diabetes or another one.
Ain't no dog got no sugar diabetes. He got sugar diabetes.
They get the same shit we get. Even down to the STDs.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
I didn't never know that. I just thought they were just, that's why I thought I could pick because they said monkey brought AIDS and all that other stuff. So I guess, I guess that's possible.
Yeah, they get the same shit. That's like they can have arthritis and all types of shit.
Yeah.
What? Pause this shit. Hold the fuck up. Ain't no way he just compared Lily to a goddamn monkey in AIDS.
Yes, he did.
Girl, go ahead, spit it. I'm a hush.
They give water pills. You walk around and pee it all day. I was like, are you serious? I just couldn't believe it. But yeah, she said they dogs have the same symptoms like a human. I was like, wow. So I guess they had little heart attacks and strokes and stuff too.
Yeah. Sit back on Lamborghini. Jackpot. Wonder. Damn. You sit down, because I don't want you to fall off the bed. Oh, hey.
Oh, I had tomato sausage today from Jack. It was pretty good. I just didn't like the fact that it was kind of juicy, but it was kind of dry.
What?
This Canetta sausage they had at Jack, like they had kept it on the roller too long, and how the hot dog stuff dry out from being on that thing.
Wow.
And I know they had to cook a lot of them because they got to stay up special on them. But yeah, I was just wondering what kind of raving and stuff that Rachel gonna rave tonight.
I'm being honest, I really don't be too interested in none of that shit anyway.
I feel you. Don't be on it. I don't be on it. I saw last night here.
See, but the thing with me, like, I know y'all situation is, I ain't even just gonna say a little bit personal. It's a lot personal because, you know what I'm saying, y'all was actually around each other in real life. So I just feel like if it really was that big of a situation, I just feel like y'all should have handled it on the back end first. But you know, to each his own.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was doing. Like I said, when I called her on the telephone, we was talking on the telephone and stuff. The argument kind of got a little heated. So I was like, hey, check this out. I said, listen. Oh, shit, let me get in the car. Because, it's already good.
It already started.
Shit. I've been running all motherfucking day from the rain. But I did. Like I said, we had two conversations. The first conversation, we got a little heated on the telephone. I just said, hey, check this out. I said, this ain't going to get us nowhere. I said, we need to have a sit down and need to have a conversation. I think I told y'all about it. I called Tisha. I called her other girlfriend. Well, I didn't call her other girlfriend. She was already there at Rachel's house. I called Keisha. I said, hey, I'm about to head over to Rachel's house. I said, to have this conversation. I said, I don't feel comfortable. I said, if you was there too. And she's like, well, I'm on my way. And she came. And we all sat in the living room. And I sat down and said, are y'all ready to have this conversation? And we started talking. I said, first of all, I want to let y'all know that I feel like that y'all really, like, made me feel a certain type of way because that was the time I had lost my best friend. That was the time when my friend had died.
The day he lost his best friend, he was at that video shoot living his best life.
Nothing. I said, and Keisha, you lost your grandmama and you lost your mama. I called you every fucking day to talk to you and check and see how you was doing and stuff. I said, Rachel, you lost your cousin. I said, I called you up until the time I asked you, did anything that you need me to do? Do you want me to come around? Or anything? Because that's what type
Exactly,
of person I was
Hottie.
because I thought I was their friend. But I said, and I lose my motherfucking best friend, my best fucking friend, somebody that had my back for life. I said, and neither one of y'all picked up the telephone and called me. I said, instead of doing that, y'all went on social media and bashed me. And that's what
That's not how that happened.
I said, I know it wasn't you. I said, it was not you because I didn't see nothing that you said.
He didn't even say nothing that whole conversation. He lied about that. She didn't open her mouth at all.
We ain't said shit.
So this is the thing that was recorded. So he's lying. She didn't say shit. It was me, him, and Charles, the ones that was really, really, you feel me, having a conversation. And as y'all can see, Charles agreed with every fucking thing I said.
Hey, Rasta, bring Kay up.
All right, bet.
You want me to keep going?
Yeah, you can keep going.
So we still got about a good 20-something minutes left.
God damn, talking box.
I still don't like her. And she was just, they was like, we didn't mean to. And they kept telling me, it wasn't all about you and stuff. I said, well, baby, every person you brought in that box was talking about me. So why you mean it wasn't about me? And we kept on, and I said, then another thing that got me, I said, I thought me and you was lightweight cool. I said, and then you got on social media and said, you never was my friend, you always was Charles' friend. I said, so that's why I said,
yeah, what Key said.
You ain't my friend, you Charles' friend.
But open to it, Kalisha Crooks. Very much open to it.
The conversation got heated. You know, I said so, and I said that was another thing. I said so. I just feel like y'all very unsupportive of me when I could have used y'all and need y'all for the most important thing in my life. I said, my friend, oh, I'm sorry. I said, well, it's over with now. She done passed away. We done buried her and everything, and now y'all want to give me my sympathy. Oh, girl. So I tried to do that with that shit. I tried to do it 2 times. It didn't work. So, like I said, we don't have no conversation to talk about no more. It ain't nothing to talk about. I tried it. I ain't gonna keep giving you me. I ain't gonna keep giving you me for you to shut me down. But like I said, I can be cordial with her. I can speak to her in public and walk away and all that stuff. But we would never have a conversation ever again. We would not. Not if I have anything to do with it. We wouldn't have it. And then like Charles, Well, Roland, I hate calling Sean. Rolandis. I told him, I said, hey, I said, since you and Rachel was close or whatever, I said, how you feel about the whole situation? I said, about the whole thing. He said, at one point in time, it made him feel a certain type of way because he said he thought that they were better than that. He was like, but when she started tearing you down and talking about you and all that other stuff, he said, I knew that he was coming soon. It was going to be him soon. And that's what had happened. That night when me and Rachel was going back and forth on that live, and then she's like, it was Charles, your slow ass. And he was like, what? Wait a minute. And then that's when he started fucking and cussing and hollering and calling the bitches and hoes too. Because he wasn't even saying that. It was just me and her going back and forth. So, like I said, she blowed all that stuff herself. I ain't took it. What would she expect? She expected for him to be on her side. And he not her husband. And I ain't did nothing to this chick. And she want to keep saying that she mad at the producer and all that stuff, and she ain't mad at me. Yes, she was. And here it is, finna be a year, and it's still being talked about. A year. Finna be a year.
Real breed, you finna get muted the whole goddamn live. Swear to God. Fuck out.
She's big man. And I thought, you need to listen to her and hear her out. Listen to her and hear her out for what? I tried it. She told me what
I feel like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Just because y'all grown and we all grown, I feel like you should just do it. And wherever it come from, it comes from it. Even if you need us to be like there on the phone doing it with you or whatever, mediating and stuff, just hear what you gotta say. Because apparently her and the rest of them, they have a lot to say. I don't know what be happening on them lives when you come over there and they be trying to talk. I don't know if it be the claps or the viewers that be there. I don't know. It seemed like she really had something to say.
Well, she should have said it them times I told her to tell me what's the problem. Please tell me what I do, what I did.
But sometimes you got to understand that sometimes people is not ready to speak when you want them to. Like sometimes you got to. My thing with you, Netta, I just feel like you need to start like. Sometimes I know you didn't like start this and that stuff with everybody, but you have to sometimes take accountability of the things you do and say sometimes.
Oh, I do.
No, you don't.
I do. Just like I said, if she would have told me what I did wrong, I would have fixed it. And I would have made, just like I told y'all at the first, the beat of the
Yeah, I
song,
literally did. Didn't he say we have two conversations?
And I don't know.
Huh?
Didn't he say we had two conversations? Am I missing something, y'all?
Actually, he said, well, throughout the whole call thus far, he did say it 4 different times.
Okay, so how didn't you know what the fuck you did? You never took accountability and you never fucking apologized. But okay, run that shit, DJ.
I told y'all not. I didn't even like the Shake and Shimmy song. I didn't like it. That song was very irritating to me. Did I tell y'all that?
No, you ain't told me that.
No, you ain't never said. They ain't never tell me that. I thought you.
I never liked the Shake and Shimmy song because I always was talking about that Shake and Shimmy shit went on too much for me. I do the shake, I do the shimmy, I do the shake, I do that. The whole goddamn song is like the beginning of it. You shaking and you shimmying, and I was like, I didn't like the fact like it's just like I just kept repeating myself over and over before the song even started.
Mm-hmm.
And then they told me, well, we can take some of it out. They took some of it out, but it still was a little bit too much for me. Now the other songs, the remix and all that other stuff, I was feeling those songs. I was okay with those. But that Shake and Shimmy, I could have cared. Then she said she didn't get paid for it. That's what she said. And that's the biggest.
I told you she said that. I've been told you she said that.
And then she gonna say, well, me and Bo Peep, the guy that recorded the song, we left her out of it. We didn't leave her out of it.
That's a lie. I never said Bo Peep did nothing.
We told Bo Peep we didn't think that he was, deserved any percentage of the money because I'm paying him already for the song. And then she took credit for that. Then she paid for everything.
No, we went half on everything, Joe. You don't listen.
She paid for the Airbnb. And we would made the video in and everything. Girl, you was a liar.
But the thing is, okay, Well, that's
Man, let me
okay,
say.
but it's not the problem. I feel like you kind of like, how could I put it? It's not you personally, but it's just the way you are handling.
Yes,
And
Miss
like
Shirley.
my thing is, I know you guys was doing business and music together, or whatever they have you, and whatever was discussed about y'all finances or whatever, how y'all was splitting it and dividing it. That's between y'all. I would never ask somebody about their finances because I don't want nobody asking about mine. As long as you made your bread. But the bottom line of it is, like I told you yesterday when we was on the call, I kept it real with you because I don't have to take this in on the internet. We friends, we can talk on the phone. But you were dead ass wrong for inviting that girl to be in that video, and then the producer said that they only got to film you and Charles. I said that yesterday.
Yeah. Well,
And that's the part I feel like you
I
don't
never
take accountability.
saw if the person said that they was there to only film. They didn't say that they was only filming me and Charles. He said he was only going to do music and record a song for me and Charles. They were there supposed to be filming.
Listen to me, Netta. I want you to listen to what I'm finna say.
I'm listening.
That girl said that producer told her he wasn't filming her in the video. She was only filming you and Charles. And I think that's what kind of made it awkward. Because that ain't how you produce no business. If she's the artist and she was in that video, or she was on that song or whatever situation just as much as you were, if y'all both contribute, you invited her to the shoot, she should have been shot. And I'm just keeping it real.
That was the whole purpose of the
listen, hold on, listen. I'm gonna let you rebuttal, but I'm just trying to tell you. I think that plays the big part of why shit is going the way it's going now.
Okay.
You can go ahead and rebuttal.
Why I'm the person that taking the blame for it?
Because then you have to be realistic now. See, this is where I be telling you sometimes you have to look outside of how you feel and to understand and reconcile with other people. Because you should say how you at fault. You are the artist. You are the star. You did that song with her, not the people who shot the video. That is why you are to the blame. You are the bigger person in the whole entire project.
He never said that in front of me with Rachel. They had that conversation. She's a damn lie.
So right.
Because if that was the case, why would I let them come? Why would I have them to come there if they weren't gonna get filmed?
Okay, I sent them realistically. See, this is what I'm saying. You listen to a response. We trying to just make it make sense to you, and maybe you can just go back and be like, maybe she deserved a conversation. Because from what I'm trying to get you to understand is she literally, my thing is, even if they didn't say it in front of you, but my thing is, if I invite you or Danny or anybody of my homegirls out to do a video with me, especially when we all put in work for this music that's being shot in the video, I'm gonna make sure everybody's good. If when they start acting weird and they're giving you that signal saying that they was, downplaying when you kept on telling them to get in the shot, you should have asked them what was the problem. Sometimes people don't just go out and tell people what's the problem because they don't want to, bring chaos to situations when it's trying to be beneficial. You need to stop just thinking of it as if like you're not responsible because you didn't do the actual crime. But the bottom line of it is, you invited her, so it was up to you to make sure she got what she deserved to have when she came down. Now, that's what I told you yesterday.
Appreciate that.
And that's why I think a lot of it go left because it's like you don't care. But my thing is, now, I'm not gonna hold you. I know you say Rasta Ray is your husband's friend versus yours. The reality of it is you made her your friend the minute you used the term friend. So even if she was only your husband's friend, that became your friend when you said she was your friend in front of thousands of people on social media.
I looked at her as a friend. That's what I'm saying. She went on social media and said that we were not friends. That's why I kept telling her, oh, don't forget, you said you ain't my friend, you're Charles' friend. She did that. I never said that we wasn't friends. But when she said that we wasn't friends, then that's when I started saying, well, you know what, you right. Y'all are friends. We weren't friends. We were just business partners. But see, Rasta Ray still failed to realize realized, like, yeah, all of that happened and all of that went down. But I contacted Ross Ray the next day, was like, what's going on with you? Like, tell me what's going
You knew
on.
what was
We
wrong.
can
You
fix
should
the
have stood
problem.
up for
I'm
me when
telling
we
you
was
at
down there.
first, I wasn't even going to let the video come out. I wasn't going to let the video come out because I
You
did not
shouldn't
like
have.
the video and I really did not too much like the song.
You a
So
damn
like
lie.
I
You
told you, she
picked
would
it.
have called me
You
and she would
fucking
have
picked
told me
it.
something different. Shut up, Lily. And she would have told me something different. It wouldn't even came out.
Goofy.
I promise you it wouldn't have. Because at that point in time, I had Ross Ray's best interest at heart. Like,
No, the
I
fuck you
was actually
didn't.
trying to see what the problem, what's going on, what could we do to fix this problem. And she kept telling me throughout the whole time we had our talks and stuff, nothing going on. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at him. I'm like, okay, so we cool. When I left the house, we hugged. We said, we cool, everything cool.
Y'all
Yeah,
heard the
everything
phone.
cool. I
Y'all
wasn't never,
heard
she
whatever.
kept saying, I wasn't never mad at you. Okay, but like I told her when I got relieved, I said, but that's all that stuff that went on, that's what you couldn't told me from the beginning. So I can't read lips. And I ain't trying, and I'm not gonna try to read nobody's lips. When you got a problem with you, you let me know that you got the problem with me. I shouldn't have to fucking figure that shit out. Why do I gotta
You
figure
should
it
have
out?
knew.
I don't
Should have
have to
knew.
figure it out. Tell me the problem and we can sit down and we can resolve it. I'm not going to be a psychic and say, okay, I know you feeling this way, so tell me how you feel. She didn't do that. She didn't express that. So that's why I was telling you that I said I didn't give a fuck, but I didn't care.
Yeah, I guess it really like whatever because at this point, it got blew out of proportion anyway. But like I was gonna say, okay, my thing is, you said it was never conversations, and then the one y'all did have, she said she wasn't mad. She was mad at the producer.
It was two of those conversations.
Yeah, so my thing is, if she was reaching out to you outside some two conversations, because it seemed like to me she was reaching out to you multiple times and never respond.
Never. I was
A lying narcissist.
And hold on, let's hear what I'm saying. She said she was reaching out to you multiple times, and then you sat there and you ignored it and everything. And I guess that's when the social media came, because I guess it's basically like, if you're not hearing me on the back end, let's see if you're gonna hear me on the front end. It's like shit.
Girl, bye. I was reaching out from her since day one after they had left, because they left. And like I said, I didn't know all this stuff that was going on. Only thing I heard was them had the conversation about her recording. All that other stuff about her not recording with me and all that other stuff, I didn't have no clue of none of that stuff. I called Rachel, and like we would always do, I would text her, because I couldn't call her. I would text her. She didn't return my call back. She kept not returning my call back. I had Rolandis to call her phone in order for her to answer the phone that day. Because when I kept calling her phone, she wouldn't answer. And I had Rolandis to call her phone, and she picked up the phone that day. And that's when me and her had the first little outburst. That was the first time. But she wouldn't answer none of my telephone calls. But that's what I'm telling her. I said, so why you avoiding me? That girl telling a lie. She's telling a lie. I promise you.
He can't even get it out.
I didn't have nothing against her. I wasn't even mad at her for me to avoid her telephone call.
Why would you be mad? Of course.
She was not answering none of my calls from my cell phone or my text messages. And that's why I was mad at her when Rolandis called her, she answered. And I'm like, oh, so you pick up the phone when Rolandis answered. I said, but when I ask him call your phone, you don't answer. She's like, I've been busy. I've been working. I was like, okay, all right. I was like, but we need to have a talk. And she's like, well, what we need to have a talk about? I said, about this stuff going on. I said, what's going on with you? What's wrong? And she just like, man, she's like, ain't nothing wrong with me. And then say, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what's
That
wrong.
don't even sound like I don't even talk like that. I ain't never told Netta no man chill out.
Talk to me like this. You talk to me like that. That's what you told me. So I said, I didn't have no clue. I had no clue.
Oh my fucking gosh.
And he never told me that he said that stuff to her. Now, the conversation that he told me about is that the one that we was in front of him talking about him recording the video. Other than that, I ain't never heard nothing. She never expressed.
So if you knew Bo Peep was gonna record the video, why would you go to Montgomery and let them record the video?
This is my first time hearing that
from
y'all.
But you know what? I just feel like in that moment when it was happening, I feel like if I'm at the end of the shoot or I'm shooting my video and the people that's supposed to be in there, I ain't saw them film one time, that's when I would have started speaking up, asking questions. If that makes
I didn't have a clue because guess what? They were outside. I didn't know what they were doing
That
outside.
y'all listen
I
like we
was
was in the living
in the
room.
chair getting hair and makeup done the whole damn time. I didn't know if they was filming or I didn't know what they were doing. I didn't even know
and that's what
Rolandis
I'm
was filming.
saying. That's what I was talking about. I was saying like when you had a producer in production and you see you sometimes even if you getting ready or change your outfits or whatever throughout the video. And I don't been in a real set before, and I know you have most of the time. You just did a whole
Exactly.
movie and everything as well. So my
Mm-hmm.
thing with that is the only reason why. Now I'm not saying you knew about what the conversation was that he said it to her about not being able to be in the video. But what I will say, it was you being oblivious to the fact that you never saw the girl shoot one time. You even asked her why she wasn't shooting when she was watching you did your makeup done. That's when as the person that did, as the artist who did the remix with the person, that's when I would have been like, why she haven't shot yet to the producer, if that makes
Thank
sense.
you.
Yeah.
Go off, Heidi.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it was. It was like you didn't speak up. You didn't say nothing. You didn't make a problem, but you also didn't solve one either. If that makes sense.
Thank you. Go off, Heidi.
I didn't think it was a problem to be solved. Like I
Uh,
said, when she came in there when she was talking to him, she was talking, he cool. I think he got your back. I think he the one for you. That was
Never
something
told her
my
that.
father was saying to me. Hey, now I think he the one. I think he cool. I think he, and then after
All right, now that's the end of that.
First of all, I never told y'all. I even came on here. If I thought the nigga was cool, why would I would have went home, y'all, and came and told y'all that I didn't like them? Huh? That don't even make sense. I didn't. I came on here plenty times and said that about all of them. They got some fucked up spirits, bro. And he definitely do. But I just want to say hi. I gotta give you and Danny y'all flowers, dog. Real talk. We go, man. Hold on. How you do the little hand claps in the?
Hello, y'all. Well, not to everybody, but hey, I don't know if the Keisha girl still here, but